So Loam is a game about the creepy crawlies under the earth, and it has some very charming clay artwork in the game. And I like that idea. I don't really like creepy crawlies per se. When you read about this, like there's more creatures in I think they say like 1 inch of soil than humans on Earth. But there's a lot of cool factors of this. Let's take a look at how it plays. This game is 3 turns long. And on a turn, you have these 3 behavior cards, or these 3 cards that you're going to be playing in front of you. And you can pick the order that you play them in front of. First, you'll draw a card, add it to your hand. And then I'll play one. This one says, for example, draw 1 and then place a creature, or place a creature, then grow the soil by 3. So this is the soil here. There are 6 creatures, but I might draw 1 and then place a creature. When I place a creature, I can place a creature from my hand or from out here. Now, placing creatures is the main thing in this game, and you're going to build communities in front of you. Creatures are different types, these colors. They provide different resources. When you put resources out, you'll move these resources up on your board here, and we'll talk more about that in a bit. And that's it. The rest of it is just mostly for flavor. There's a level on them that goes from 1 to 3, and you need 2 level 1s for each level 2 that you put in there. So I have 2 level 1s and a level 2. I could add another level 1 later on, and another level 1, and then another level 1 if I wanted to. Now that I have 6 level 1s and 2s, I could add a level 3. And then this community would be done. But you can be working on multiple communities at the same time in front of you. And again, these are adding all these resources as you play them. The reason you want to add the resources here is because when you hit 8 on each of these tracks, you will take the card and turn it over. It says draw 1, then place 1 creature. Once the blue is upgraded, now it's draw 2, then place 2 creatures. Or place 2 creatures, then grow the soil by 4. At the end of your turn, you will refill the soil back up to 6 for the next player. There's also behavior cards over here. If you ever put 2 creatures next to each other that have this exact combo, so here a blue and a yellow, I can take this behavior card and put it in my hand. Later on, I can bury one, which gets rid of one of these 2 types from my hand. If I do, I can place 2 creatures. I can save these and play these on a future turn. After 3 turns of this, you're going to be scoring. And you're going to score for each community. Each community will get 1 point for every different type that's in there, plus an extra 2 points if all 6 types are there. You'll get 1 point if you have multiple levels of one. So I have a level 1, a level 2, and a level 3. So I would get 3 points for that. And if I have all 3 levels, I get a bonus of 4 for that. So that's a lot of points. And there's other points based on where you have these trackers here. You're going to be subtracting your highest from your lowest card and scoring points. And it will show you this is your balance points. If your stats are identical, you would get 10 each. So you'll keep track of all of the different scores you have here. You also have the opportunity, if you want to, when playing this game, to be playing in a different climate, which will change some of the rules for the game. And the rule book also comes with a lot of different scenarios that you can play if you're playing solo. And you can even switch out the 3 cards you have for cards that are called signals, which are just different ways to play your 3 actions. Loam is a game which is essentially a solo game. When I first played this, I played it with multiplayers, and I was like, wait a minute, we only get 3 turns, and on your turn, you play a card, and you do this and that, and then you say, and I'll play this card and do that, and that gives me these cards, and everyone else is sitting there going, okay, you can do no forward planning in this game. It says 15 minutes on the box, but with multiple players, it's really longer than that. And if you're playing with more than 2 players, each turn is going to be excruciatingly long, but also each turn doesn't affect the other person other than whatever cards you might leave them when you're done, but that doesn't really matter. So I then tried it solo, and it really shines solo. For solo play, and solo play only, I give this a 7.5. So because there's 2 reasons I don't want to play it multiplayer. One is the very long turns. I mean, they're 3 minutes, but they could be like a 5-minute turn, and so you're waiting while that person does everything. But also, there's a lot of luck involved in the game. The things I might need come out. I might be able to do these behaviors, but this might work out well for me and not for you, and that feels like, But in a solo game, I don't mind because I'm working to it. And I tried the different scenarios. I tried different biodiversity cards in here. And that was fun. It's interesting. It's fun to upgrade your cards, to move along the different tracks. The scoring, you just want to see how high of a score you can get. So it says 1 to 4 players here, 10 to 15 minutes per player. I don't think it's worth, because realize when it says 10 to 15 minutes per player, I don't think it's worth, if I'm in a 4-player game, add 45 minutes of time I'm not playing. So as a solo game, I recommend this, but that's it. That's Loam.